Happy Monday. I am currently sitting at the cheese pot, attempting to make cheese yet again. This is a new cheese. This is Gouda, which I've actually never had Gouda before, I don't think. I'm gonna try to buy some to see in general what it tastes like, but there's not much cheese I don't like. And this is a hard pressed cheese that only has to age for 6 weeks. So that's why I'm doing it first, because it will be ready quickly for me to try. I am determined to get better at cheese making. I've had a lot of failures, but I have had successes too. I made mozzarella yesterday and it was delicious. I've missed homemade mozzarella so much. But now that our cow is back in milk, I have tons of excess to play around with, and the pigs don't mind it if I mess up because it's just more food for them. Cheese flipped, and now it has to press until tonight. So look at the pigs, these poor black pigs. They get definitely hotter than our blonde boar, and they will climb right into that trough to wallow. So our routine has been that I am milking in the morning around 9 or 10, and then Casey goes out to the west pasture to graze with Rory, her steer from last year. She's coming up right now, you can see, and she grazes out there for like 2 to 4 hours and gets nice and full. And then she comes back to feed her baby and kind of hang out for the afternoon. And then she'll go back there tonight to graze again. Hey, Mama. Thank you for coming. Of course, Rory always wants to try to come too, but he is not welcome. You need to stay there, dude. Don't trust him with the calf. He's just a little bit too rowdy. Come on, Mama, let's go get your baby. Lies are not fun, are they? Let's go. Up, up, up. Let's go. She knows the drill. She just gets a little distracted along the way sometimes. There's the sweet baby cow, just soaking in the sun. You ready for your mama? Come on, Case. Come on, Mama. Sorry, time's up. Now your baby needs to eat. Have a good afternoon. So one thing we need to do this week that I might actually have the kids do today is we have to get this chicken tractor. That's kind of like our cheapy, not very big one. A lot of times we will put pullets in there, which is what we're gonna do. Evelyn has like 16 or so pullets that she's raising. And right now they are in the coop, which is what we used as the brooder. But we are getting our second round of meat chickens this week. So we need the brooder, and I don't want the pullets to be in there with them. So I'm gonna have the kids get that out, clean it up, and transfer them. And then we also need to get out our stainless steel tables. There's 4 of them total, and get them washed off at least. I probably won't worry about sanitizing them until we're about to use them, but they at least need to be scrubbed of all the barn swallow and free range chicken poop. So these coming out and getting cleaned, and maybe even trying to unbury the sink so that it can be ready when it's time to go in the scullery. Oh, I see there's a dead bird over there. Lovely. Anyways, lots of this has to come out of the barn and just get cleaned, and it's really hot this week, so what better thing to do when it's hot than to play with a hose to clean some stuff up. Kids finished getting these all scrubbed off. We didn't really scrub this one that hard, but we did make it less dusty. So they are just baking out here in the sun. This one did not come with a bottom shelf, so we're gonna have to rig some type of support obviously for that, or even just build all new base. And then this one we have to get some bolts to hold that bottom shelf higher. But so excited to have these out to finally use for chicken processing soon. Okay, it's been a busy morning already. It's almost 11. I'm just getting in from milking, and I'm a little bit behind because We had to move the cow's fence this morning, and it just takes time. So, straining my milk just into another bucket because I think I'm gonna try to make feta today, and that way I don't waste a bunch of jars since I'm gonna be pouring them right into a pot anyway. So, just gonna strain it into this 2.5 gallon milk pail that I have, and then probably sit down for like 10 or 20 minutes and drink a cup of coffee, and then I'll start some feta. But not much else is planned for today except for try not to melt because it's going to be like 90 degrees. I did flip my cheese in the brine this morning, and I think it looks good so far. It's not floating like completely out of the brine, so it's got to stay in there until later this afternoon, and then it has to air dry on the counter for a few days, which will be interesting with the heat we're expecting. And in other news, we have been picking probably about this many strawberries for the last several days. The kids run out to the garden every morning to see what's ripened. It's so exciting to have this many strawberries. It's not going to be enough for us to make jam or anything. I'll still have to buy some, but for fresh eating, pretty exciting. All right, it is after dinner. Where are we going, littles?
To weed your garlic.
Yeah, we really need to go weed the garlic in the
Why?
big garden because I think I've only done it once this season.
Mom,
And I walked by it.
I have shorts.
You have shorts?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, it's really sunny over here right now. I walked by it earlier today and I was like, there's more volunteer tomatoes in here than there is garlic. And this is kind of a crucial growing time for them where they don't really need a lot of competition. So I don't want to be out in this heat, but I gotta get this taken care of. So here is my garlic bed. You can see the garlic, but you can also see some of the massive volunteer tomatoes that have
You cannot see the blueberries.
taken up space. I had tomatoes here last year as well. So it's all volunteer tomatoes along here. All right, Suze, I'm gonna get to work. Right. Took longer than I thought. Took a little over an hour, but much less shameful now. I got the whole row done. Got the fabric swept off around them. Now I'm going to give them a deep watering, and then these really need to get mulched. So next time we mow, which I may have someone come and mow all around this garden, this is all getting mulched. And that should be the last it needs, really, until we harvest it in another month. So I haven't been milking Casey at night for the past few, I don't know, what, last week or so. But I decided to last night because I wanted milk for breakfast this morning. And I was shocked because I got 2.5 gallons after getting 3.5 that morning. And neither time she was completely empty. So usually 5 gallons a day or less, you're okay to milk once a day. But I figured if she's giving that much, I should probably milk twice a day still. So, milking again at night. Just got another almost 2.5 gallons. We'll say a heavy 2 gallons. So, we are not short on milk right now. All right, I'm just now at 8 o'clock at night recording something because we spent most of the day at the lake because it was over 90 degrees, and as miserable as that sounds. But I'm walking out just to check on the meaties, see how they are faring with the heat. It's been a rough day for them. They are all at about 6 to 7 weeks old, so they're pretty good sized. And Cornish do not do well with temperature extremes, whether it be super hot or super cold. So I have a little cooling down device that I am bringing out and just going to give them a little misting. The positive is that it has been quite breezy today, but still, breeze at 90 plus degrees isn't really that much relief when you're a big fat chicken. They have been drinking more water today, which is good. I was worried they wouldn't get up to it, but normally they would drink 5 gallons in an entire day, and today they drank almost 5 gallons by the time we did afternoon chores at about 3 o'clock. So they're at about 7 gallons for the day based on what their water looks at now. But you can see they're all panting pretty good. This will wake them up. Just a little misting, just enough to hopefully take the edge off, or at the very least put some moisture in the ground.